As COVID numbers drop, some nursing homes are giving residents a little more freedom. One local facility is loosening restrictions, but keeping some in place just to be safe.
News 10's Blake Dahlia is live in the studio. He tells us how Silver Birch of Terre Haute is adapting to the lower numbers.
Patrice Rondrell, with the lower numbers in mind, some local health organizations are adapting to the encouraging data. Silver Birch in Terre Haute says they're now COVID-free, and that has allowed them to let residents do different activities, as well as have a weight lifted off the staff's shoulders. Things haven't been easy for staff and residents at Silver Birch Assisted Living in Terre Haute. Just ask Silver Birch's Director of Nursing, Billy Schultz. She'll tell you now that COVID is slowing down, everyone's realizing just how burnt out they really were.
I think once you let off the gas, reality sets in. In the beginning, you're just trucking through. It's just, this is what we do on a daily basis. And then when it starts easing up, you're exhausted. You're mentally exhausted.
She says it's been a tiring 2 years managing the pandemic in a senior living facility. But now some restrictions are loosening. Residents can now eat together, which wasn't always allowed. Social distancing is relaxed, and larger groups are now allowed to visit. Guests check in before going inside and before they're allowed to walk the halls of the facility. Silver Birch Executive Director Jill Stott says as long as they continue masking and practicing basic sanitary measures, things will continue to look normal.
As long as we, still continue to screen and wear the masks and social distance, we're able to do those things now.
But things haven't always been this simple.
We don't have to stay on them so much like we do back then. I mean, we would have to gear up in PPE if we went into rooms if they had a slight sniffle.
Stott says Silver Birch has been fortunate the last 2 years, and now with a 98% vaccination rate and not a single COVID case in the building, they're feeling better than ever.
We have had a few cases through this whole pandemic, but you can count them on one hand.
The staff at Silver Birch tell me one of their biggest struggles right now is helping people understand the mask mandate at their facility. They say even though it's been lifted statewide and relaxed by the CDC, they're still going to mandate masks for residents and for guests. Patrice Rondrell, back to you.